Hey everybody, it's Random and welcome to another video, and today I have for you guys a really nice nuclear with a scar rail. It's not the quickest, but I do go on a 45 gun streak in this game, and for me to go on a gun streak after the nuclear is kind of impressive because 90% of the time I go on a gun streak. I literally just die straight away after I get the nuclear, and I'm still trying to stay alive, but I still just die straight away, and it just always seems to happen. So for me to get 15 kills after the nuclear is one of the highest I've actually had on this game. I'm surprised I haven't hit the 50 yet. And if you're looking for a gun in Black Ops 2 to use for the last couple of months before Ghost comes out, I definitely recommend trying out the Scar Rail, because if you have a silencer on this gun, it is so OP. Because if you remember the ACR in Modern Warfare 3, which is one of the most overpowered guns COD's ever seen, but once you put a silencer on that weapon, it's so overpowered, and then when you take it off, it's just not as good as the silenced version. And that's the exact same with this Scar Rail. Once it's got a silencer, it's really OP, but once you take it off, it kind of recoils a lot, and it's just not as powerful. So if you're looking for a weapon, definitely try the Scar Rail with a silencer, and then you can put whatever else you want on, perks and attachments, because it doesn't really matter the rest of it, as long as the Scar Rail has a silencer on it. And today I wanted to talk to you guys about teammates in Black Ops 2. So when I play COD, I'd say 80 to 90% of the time I play my game solo. So I play with a lot of random teammates, and don't get me wrong, there's some really decent teammates I've had in the past who are on my friends list, and people I haven't added, but they've just really been decent players to play with, and we've absolutely dominated lobbies. But when you're in that lobby, when you're on the bad team, which seems to be a lot of the time, it just really winds me up, some of the stuff they do. And I did make a short list of some of the things that they do to piss me off. And the first thing is securing flags on domination. So I'm going to use domination as the example in all these complaints I have, just because it's the main game type I feel, apart from TDM. And it's just so easy to play. So the thing I don't get is, when they spawn in the game, they'll capture the spawn flag, which obviously you get a free 50 points, so I can see why they do that. But then instead of running towards the B flag, for example on raid, if you were spawning on C, you'd run to the left and go to the B flag. But I've found it so many times that 3 or 4 teammates will run to the right hand side where the water is. They'll sit in that building, just aiming down their sight, and just waiting for 1 or 2 people to walk past who are doing the same thing, and getting no score streaks, no wins, no nothing. All they're doing is getting 1 or 2 kills here and there, and by the end of the game they'll have about 10 kills, and that's what they want. They want to get kills, but it pisses me off because if you do secure the B flag and go the other way, you're going to find a lot more people to kill, and if you know how to play COD or just learn how to play COD, then you'll be able to kill them. And if you hold 2 flags, you're going to get a lot more kills, you're going to get a lot more score streaks, and you're just generally going to have a better game and get a better KD. But I don't think people really understand this, because they'll sit in a corner on the other side of the map, get 10 kills and be happy with it, instead of running towards the B flag. And having the team's trap on 1 flag makes it so much easier to get kills, because you can just pick them off as they spawn. But instead they like to be dominated and have loads of VSATs against them and get dominated all the time. So that's one thing that pisses me off. And also, when I do have a VSAT when I'm on the good team, they don't use it at all, or they don't use their radar at all in any way, shape or form. Because I've had instances where I know I can see them on my radar, but I'm shooting somebody else, and I assume that my teammate's going to kill the guy who's behind me, because he can see him on the radar and he's right next to me, and that guy literally will just walk past him, he won't shoot him at all, and then he'll just come up behind me and kill me, and then my teammate will eventually kill him just after I die. And it winds me up because you must use your radar in COD if you want to be a good player. I've never understood anybody who doesn't use it, because all it does is help you, it doesn't hinder you in any way, shape or form. So I don't understand why people don't use it. And also another thing that pisses me off is they don't use team score streaks. Now, I'm not saying use 3 team score streaks, but to make it so much easier for yourself, at least use a UAV and then have your other score streaks. Because a lot of the time I see noobs using an RCXD, a Hellstorm and a Dragonfire, and the only one I'd say is worth using in that is probably the Hellstorm. But they'll get these score streaks, we'll get them 1 or 2 kills, maybe even 3 sometimes, just so they can get their KD up that extra bit more. But if they just had a UAV on, and a lightning strike, and a hailstorm, then they're going to get a lot more kills than having the RCXD, which is going to get you 1 kill max, maybe even 2 on a rare occasion. And then having the Dragonfire, which can be overpowered sometimes if you've got a good connection, but generally a lot of the time it just gets shot down. So I don't understand why people just use the score streaks, which don't help their radar at all. But obviously if they don't use their radar, then I can understand why they don't use the UAV. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave it here. That's all the things that I remembered for now. So if there's something that you get pissed off with random teammates who aren't any good, then just leave a comment of that below, because I probably will agree with you. But anyway guys, I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.